Ladies and gents, I know we got our problems in the black community. We got a ton of problems that we need fixing, right? The one thing that I always find funny and also pathetic at the same time is, as I've mentioned to you numerous times before, the channels that talk about negative things that black women do and negative things that black men do. I understand we gotta air our grievances out. We gotta talk about the things that make us annoyed, the things that piss us off. But why do we continue to dedicate every single video to that? Oh, I can tell you why. Because these people getting paid to do it. I mean, have you heard these women when they talk about black men? Have you heard these black men when they talk about black women and that they can't stand? Yo, the destruction of the black community is these single mothers, man. They taking all these brothers to court and raise all these fatherless children while they spreading their legs, man. Come on, man. We in the manosphere here. They call it the manosphere. There are many different black YouTubers that are part of this manosphere. Not just one. But they call it a safe space for black men to air out their grievances for their problems with black women. And I can respect that. Everybody should have their time and their space, just like men have man caves and stuff like that, where they can get away from their families for a while and just enjoy some peace and quiet. Understandable. But why do we have to feel the need to call black women bitches all the time? Why do we have to feel the need to take that extra step and call these women out of their name? Why do we have to take the extra step and do what white men are doing? I don't understand why there are so many black men out here who say that they can't stand white supremacy and that they're against white supremacy with all their heart. But what they do is they do the same thing that white men do. They will call black women the N-word. They will call them NBs. And I'm not going to say what that is. I've already said a bad word already. I don't want to say it again because I'm trying to stay in the guidelines of YouTube. But they will call them NBs. Just think about what I'm talking about here. They will call them trannies. Why would you do that to your own women? I understand there are black men out here that have a hatred for black women because they've been hurt so badly. But I'm not going to make excuses for you. Just like I don't make excuses for the swirlers when I talk about what they do. If I'm not going to make excuses for them, why am I going to make excuses for you? The only thing I can do is try to, instill some sort of leadership and make suggestions to certain brothers out there who are like me that want to do better. Not the ones that want to continue to stay where they are and continue to talk about black women in the most negative ways and don't try to uplift their women. And I know black men need uplifting too, because we're just as human as black women are. We're just as human as anybody else. We need women to uplift us so we can feel better about ourselves. It's not just about us bringing the sisters up. The sisters got to bring us up too. But I've seen plenty of videos out there where there are black women talking about how much they love black men and how much they only desire black men and want black men to do as best as they can because they love them with all their hearts. And there are black men out here like me that will do the same. Now, as I said before, YouTube does not represent the entire world, but when we go on social media every day because it's a form of entertainment and fun for us, we see things on here and we start to think that that is what represents the entire world, and it doesn't. It doesn't. We got people out here screaming at the top of their lungs about how much they hate black women, how much they hate black men, but how much they love white men and how much they love white women and any other person besides black. And we should not have channels that are doing that because those are the true hate channels. Just like the white supremacist channels out there, there are black channels that are absolutely dedicated every single video, every single upload, because they're getting paid to do it from either YouTube or, I'm not saying YouTube is behind it, but YouTube is paying them, so YouTube knows what's going on. But as far as I'm concerned, when you're getting paid to divide your people, you're making profit from it, you're disgusting to me. You're a disgusting person. Because you're not doing anything for your people, and all you're doing is making money off the misery of your people. So that's how those guys sound to me when they talk. Yo, man, it's all about this. That's how they sound. I can't understand them because I don't want to understand them. The only thing I need to understand about black men is that we do have problems with black women. Yes, we do. And we need to be leaders. Yes, we do. Sitting up and complaining on videos like babies every fucking day ain't helping the black community, and it goddamn sure ain't helping us to get out of this system of white supremacy that we complain about every single day. Going to my video and disliking it because I'm talking about that doesn't help it either. Going to anybody else's video does not help that. And the same thing goes with black women. You're talking about how much you have problems with black men, but then you go to white men and they're the ones who are practicing this white supremacy the most. They're not going to do you any goddamn favors. They're damn sure not going to do a black man a favor. I don't know how black men and a black woman thinks that they can be safe or be in a lasting relationship with someone who they complain about every fucking day besides each other. You talk about white supremacy, but then you sleep white? How? How do you do that? How do you contradict yourself like that? Oh, it's pretty easy because you just want to fuck. I know. Sorry for the language. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do it. That's twice now. I'm not going to do it again, but it just really gets on my nerves. It's annoying at this point when people talk about white supremacy, but they sleep white. Then you have people that are practicing exactly what the white supremacists are practicing. They're practicing hatred against their own people. You literally got some black women out here that will talk just like white men or white women who are racist. It's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. And you'll have black men out here to do the same. They will treat black women like trash. They will take talking points from white supremacist males and use it against black women. We are learning our hatred from people that practice hatred on us. That makes absolutely no sense. When I tell you about indoctrination, I am telling you the exact truth because that's what indoctrination is. It is a teaching that gets instilled into you. It's an imprint that will stay with you if you continue to hear the same thing over and over again. Eventually, it will become second nature to you and it will become a part of you. It just disgusts me that we have channels like this. But channels like mine that are showing love to the children, that are showing, empowerment to the women, and I do take the brother sides on certain things as well, I get called a hate channel. How? How am I hateful? I'm not showing any hate towards anybody. The only thing that I hate in this world is evil. That's the only thing that I hate in this world. That's about it. Meanwhile, true hate channels are out there, and they get to stay on YouTube because they're making money. But in the meantime, the message that they're delivering to people is hatred. There are literally black women out there instilling hatred into other black women to be away from black men forever. And there are literally black men out there doing the same, instilling those hateful values and hateful suggestions of sticking with, MGTOW or, going with exclusively non-black women and telling them to stay away from black women altogether. And we got brothers out here disrespecting women, calling them trannies and looking like men and stuff like that and saying they probably got balls instead of this and that. We can't be talking about our women like that, man. We can't. And women shouldn't be talking about men in the most negative ways either. We're both wrong. We are both wrong. And when you talk about accountability, we should both be taking accountability for what we are doing. Because what we are doing is wrong and is not anything that our people ever practiced before. I understand we've always had problems, even in the 80s and 70s, 90s, whatever time period, we always had problems, but we never had them this bad where we talking about each other like this. This is crazy. I don't think there will ever be a time that I would see black men calling their women the N-word or black women calling their men the N-word. The people that are practicing this ought to be ashamed of themselves because they are doing what the white supremacist mindset wants them to do. And they picked up the white supremacist mindset too, as far as I'm concerned. That's what they've done. But yet you come here and hate me. And I'm telling you exactly what's going on here. But you're hating me. I'm not telling you no lies right here. What you are doing when you get on camera and you degrade your women is wrong. And then you'll go and praise white women that are acting ratchet, but you won't praise a black woman that acts ratchet. It should work both ways. You shouldn't praise ratchet behavior from anybody. And women in the black community should not be saying that white men are better than black men because white men have power and black men don't. That's wrong too. We keep kicking each other while we're down, but we should be the ones that, lift each other up. But I know when I say that, I sound like a fucking after school story to you, after school special. I sound boring to you. I sound like somebody that's talking nonsense because many black people out there are saying that the black community is already done. And the ones that say that out their mouth, when they utter those words out their mouth, they've already given up. And I don't have any use for you because you already gave up and you already have a submission mindset mentality. That's your mentality. It's terrible. But these are just some of my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. My battery's going to die soon. I want to speak on this really quickly because These people sound so stupid when they talk. They really do. And that voice that I made, it sounds just like them. That's how they sound to me. They sound completely loud and completely stupid. And the same thing goes for the women that talk about black men in negative ways. They sound stupid too. If you're not pushing towards your people being together by uniting your people, practicing black love, and practicing putting money into the black community, into black businesses, then you are not for your people. You're not for the black community, and you're damn sure for not progression. You're damn sure not for progression in the black community at all. And you don't care about your black children's futures either. You're just a bunch of selfish pricks who just want to continue to make fun of each other and show the entire world just how fucked up we can be. And I can't stand it. And I'm not going to practice it because I'm not a hate channel. My videos are not filled with hate, and I'm not filled with hate. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about what I said. Ponder on it, and I'll get back to you. I'll talk to you next time. One love. Black first.